right, this is the 2024 GMC Sierra 3500, and this is the Denali Ultimate trim level. And today we're going to show you how to hook your Android phone to Android Auto on this vehicle, as well as your iPhone to Apple CarPlay, and show you all the features that there are there. So, I'm going to start with my Android phone. So, first thing I'm going to do is just turn on my Android phone. I'm going to go to Settings. I'm going to go to Connections. I'm going to click on Bluetooth. And now I have to do some work with the screen, and then I'll come back to the phone. So on the screen here, I'm going to press the home button, and I am going to go to Android Auto. You could connect via USB and skip all the step, but this has wireless Android Auto and wireless Apple CarPlay. Way better feature to have it wireless than wired. So for various numbers of reasons. But I'm going to hit connect phone. And now on my phone, I should get my GMC, which of course shows up right here. So I'm going to click on that. Let's see what happens here on the screen. Okay, it gives me a number that's the same as the one on my phone. So I'm going to hit pair. I'm going to hit pair. And then it asks me if I want to enable Android Auto. Well, if I click disable, I can't run Android Auto. So yes, of course I want to enable it. Then here, it says, do you want this to connect to it? Yes. Do I want to allow contacts, access to contacts? Yeah, I'm going to click allow access to messages. Yeah. Okay. Now, put this down. I can shut off my Android phone, put it down, and let's go right here to this screen. Okay, so here you go. This is Android Auto, and basically what it does is it takes all the apps from your phone that will work with the vehicle's system and puts it up here so you can just leave your phone on the wireless charger and run everything from here. All right, so you have the home button does two things. It gives you this view, and then it gives you a more of a split screen view here where you've got media from your phone, that is, and then Google Maps. All right, you also have almost any other kind of navigation that you want. For instance, Waze. But if you have a different navigation app, I'd be very surprised if it didn't work with the system. But almost anything like that works. Also, media apps. So Amazon Music, Pandora, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, all those things will show up on here if you have them on your phone. These ones down here are just shortcuts, and they are the most recent things you've done. This will access your Google Assistant. So let's just take a look at a couple of these. Of course, you got Google Maps here. And, okay, you could program a route there if you wanted. We'll go back here to this. Let's take a look at phone. So there it is. I got recents, contacts, more. Okay. And the nice thing is I can do voice command. Yeah. We can dial a number. You can check your voicemail. You can get text messages, and then it will automatically tell you. It'll read it for you. So just really neat. Now I want to go into settings here for a minute. A few changes that you can make in here. So bunch of choices you can choose, like do I want conversations or the first line of conversations, or do I want a conversation chime? You can turn those all on or off. Okay, startup mode, do I want music to start automatically? What I want to show you here is just the wallpaper. So right now I have this background, but I could choose this one right here, and then I could just go back. In fact, I could just go back to here, one more push, and now my background has changed. Go back in here, and then I'll go down here. Day-night mode for the maps. So if I click this, I can set it to automatic, which it'll mean it'll play a little bit darker, or a little bit brighter during the day and a little darker at night. Or you can change it to day, which is always brighter, or night, which is always dimmer. And then one more down here. Okay, you can change the layout. You can move media closer to driver, or you can move navigation closer to driver. So that when you're in this screen here, those apps are closest to you. Okay, so that's the basics of Android Auto on this particular vehicle. Next, I'm going to hook up my iPhone and show you some of the details about Apple CarPlay. All right, so I'm going to hook my iPhone to Apple CarPlay. So what I'm going to do is just turn my phone on. I'm going to go to settings. I'm going to go to Bluetooth. And now I'm just going to set it down for a minute while I work with the screen. Okay, so I go to the home button. I go to Apple CarPlay, even though it's grayed out. Click Connect Phone. Switch Phone. And if I look at the bottom of my screen here, okay, and there it is. So I'm just going to click on my GMC, hit pair. That number there is the same as the number on the screen. So I'm going to hit pair, tap pair right there. It asks me if I want to allow contacts and favorites to sync. I'm going to click don't allow. Okay? You would want to click allow if that's your phone. Now, I'm going to click allow here. And I'm going to click enable here so that I can actually use Apple CarPlay. It comes up with one more message for me. Do I want to automatically connect my iPhone to Apple CarPlay and access the phone while it's locked? Yes, use CarPlay. Now I can shut my phone off. Okay, and then finally we are connected. So now the nice thing is I can just close my phone up. I can put it into the wireless charger and forget about it. So the way this works is you have your most recently used 3 icons right here. You've got a individual icon view or a split screen, navigation, and then it does, and it's whatever you've most recently used. So if I had used Waze, Waze would show up here. Then you've got your media screen there. And then you've got a go button for navigation. And then, of course, a voice button for doing voice commands with Google Maps. All right. If I press this again, then I get these individual icons. And you can swipe as well. Now, what's interesting to point out is this has its own built-in Google Maps. But let's say you prefer to use Waze. Well, I've got Waze installed here. You can just click on it and go right to Waze. Okay. You prefer to use Apple Maps? You can go there and you can use Apple Maps. All right. Let's see. You also notice that I have a lot of media apps. So like I've got Apple Music, podcasts, audio books, Sirius XM, TuneIn Radio, Pandora. So almost any social media app having to do with podcasts or music or something like that, you can get on your phone and then it will show up here. But just really, really neat. Now, like Android Auto, this has a settings button in which you can change a few things. So first of all, I'm going to say the background. I'm going to change to this one, and you can see what it looks like. Hit set, and when you exit out back home again, that's what it keeps. Okay, so that's just really, really neat. Let's see here. Now, one of the things you can do with both the Google Assistant and the iPhone and Siri is that you can set your phone so that it automatically will wake up on that Hey Siri command. So I am going to use that to open Google Maps and plot a course. So let's try this. Hey Siri, open Google Maps and navigate to McDonald's.
Okay, here's what I found.
Okay, so here's just some hints about using Apple CarPlay and Google. So if you try doing this exercise through the voice command button, they don't seem to work. It constantly opens Apple Maps. It'll plot the course, but it uses Apple Maps. Won't choose Google Maps. So if you use the wake up word, "Hey Siri," then it seems to work. It will open up Google Maps, will plot the course. So not sure. Something in the technology there is a little different between the button and just using voice command. But anyways, if you try this at home, just use the regular voice command, not the one on the steering wheel, just the one through your phone. Okay, well, that's basically it for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. We hope this has been helpful. Thanks for watching.